Jeremy, would you mind telling me why you kissed me in front of Odd?
Girl, what is you talking about?
What are you talking about? Are you out of your mind?
Flashback.
Huh?
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
Got a blast.
Code Lyoko, this classic French cartoon show that follows a boy named Jeremy that fell in love with an AI who's not really an AI, and a bunch of life and death buffoonery happens. Code Lyoko is an anime-influenced action drama that be moving like a telenovela that centers around a group of kids with big old fat-shaped bobbleheads. Seriously, what was the air back in the 2000s? Cause why do all these characters have massive foreheads looking like Martin sweat-up head after that boxing fight?
Here we go. Count 1, guilty. Count 2, guilty. Count 3, guilty. Count 4, guilty. Count 5, guilty.
The entire series follows our young heroes fighting a malicious, vindictive, petty, messy as hell AI known as Xana.
Miss Jackson.
The show had 97 episodes, 4 seasons running from 2003 to 2007. It also had a follow-up non-canon, thank God, live action series called Code Lyoko Evolution. It's not bad, but it's not really great either.
Not bad, but not good.
Yeah.
Again, not everything needs a live action. I can see what they were trying to do. It has some good ideas, but several of them landed flat with terrible execution. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this show was an absolute banger, and if you didn't hear, we're getting a continuation with season 5. To give a short recap, so spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched Code Lyoko, we have 5 preteens, basically middle schoolers, that battles a ruthless AI who seeks world domination, and to destroy humanity, who does the absolute most in attacking the main 5. Particularly Yumi. I don't know why, but Xana has this beef with Yumi for some reason.
Okay, Maya is... Coast is clear.
Xana, similar to many AI in fiction, achieves self-awareness and evolved where his main body is locked away in the supercomputer called the supercomputer. Thanks to Jeremy, he fired up the supercomputer and unintentionally reawakened Xana, the virtual world of Lyoko where he was hiding at, and waking up his future bae, Aelita. And one of y'all commented in the community tab, Jeremy, the OG AI gooner and sell out to the techies. Respect that a revival is near. I mean, was a comment wrong though? For context, Aelita is a human, but we were all led to believe back in season 1 to season 2 she was just an AI, but that wasn't the case. But it does look strange how strongly Jeremy felt for Aelita, who he thought was a virtual program.
Wow, what's all this? A video game?
Anyways, ignoring Jeremy is an AI lover, every week Xana causes some type of havoc.
Hello there.
And it's up to these 12-year-olds to save the day. And this has been your short recap of what Code Lyoko is. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will dive into the episode that has left its mark on my brain for the last 15 years. Please! Have mercy! It's an ordinary day at the academy. Well, as ordinary with a shady AI plotting your demise every other day. Jeremy and Ulrich are listing the girls in their year that Odd has gone out with, cause if y'all aren't aware, Odd de la Robia is a bona fide ladies man, or so he claims, despite his reputation with the girls in his class being less than stellar. Odd goes on to say he has dated all the girls in the 8th grade.
So you've dated every girl in the 8th grade?
Ooh. Bless her heart, bless her heart.
So Odd ran through hundreds of girls at the age of 13? Which is also weird because if there's one known thing about Odd, the girls of this school heavily resent or just don't mess with him. Odd plotting to get with Heidi, keep that name in mind, as his next target being the final girl he has yet dated. And speaking of targeting, here comes desperate needy Sissy trying once again to get Auric to go out with her. Baby girl, I'm going to respectfully hold your hand saying this. If this boy said no to you not once, not twice, but dozens beyond dozens of times, he does not want you, sissy. You are under a spell. This isn't going to be one of those situations where you finally wear him down and he says yes. Obviously, Auric rejects her since, you know, he's in love with Yumi. While the boys are discussing their love life, a black ooze emerges from the power fuse, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is one of Xana's many abilities, and this just so happens to be his power to manifest ghostly specters. More on that later. In front of the cafeteria, Jeremy walks up to Heidi. Mind you, this is the big-headed girl that Odd is currently going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for. Jeremy, not knowing boundaries, grabs her by the shoulder and plants a big old passionate kiss on her in front of Odd and Auric. Odd is shocked that Jeremy, of all people, kissed his new little boo thing in plain sight after he explicitly said, "I'ma lock down Heidi and she'll be future Mrs. Del Robia." And after getting caught, Jeremy has the nerve to run off. While Odd is plotting his revenge, in the meantime, we see Yumi pulling up at the vending machines and kissing this random ass boy and making eye contact with William.
Yes, I did that.
That watches horrified at what he witnessed. So I guess Cupid is in the air because everybody is just kissing everyone.
You nasty.
We switch back to Jeremy walking with Aelita and Heidi posted up against the wall confronting the blonde. Jeremy, why'd you put your crusty lips on me in front of Odd? Girl, you're at a level 10, I need you to bring it down to a 5. What in Einstein's name are you talking about? Heidi walks off in a huff, rightfully so, and Aelita, she doesn't even speak to Jeremy, she bounces. Jeremy stands there confused on what just happened. What baffles me is why Aelita just took the word of Heidi just like that. It's not like these two are that close, and also, shouldn't she question Jeremy instead of just walking away? That's when I remember Toons. These are 8th graders, middle schoolers, who are going through the changes and emotions that make them extra irrational. Also at this point in time, Aelita is still understanding her own emotions after spending so much time on Lyoko and trying to fit in with humans and comprehend her own feelings. So we should give Aelita a lot of grace. In the cafeteria, Jeremy comes to the table where his friends are, but tensions are high. Odd angry at him for kissing his latest girl, and Aelita furious at him for locking lips with Heidi. I don't know why everybody is so mad, it's not like y'all were together. And both leave immediately.
What did I do? What did I do?
Go, just go.
What did I
If things gonna get any messier, here's William snitching behind telling Auric, "Hey yo, Yumi officially off the market. She was caught swapping spit with Matthias." Matthias? As in musty mouth Matthias? That's what I'm saying. Yumi seriously downgraded. William really pulled up on Auric just to say, "My rival in love, she's cheating on us." If there's one thing I can say about William, he can be a real one at times, and the fact that he saw Yumi with Matthias, his first thought was Auric, and he put their beef aside to tell him the truth, and it shows that these two have a certain level of respect for each other. But I also feel sorry for Yumi. You're telling me these hard-headed Funko Pop shaped boys can only accept each other when she's either not available or when there's a potential possibility to be her boyfriend?
Well, yes.
And Yumi, she finally makes her appearance as both her love interest starts grilling her with questions about musty mouth Matthias. Yumi, hella confused, says, "He's nice. What about him? You like his musty lips? Musty? Oh, cut the bull, Yumi. William caught you. Whatever, I'm out of here." Her two once infatuated admirers walk away, leaving Yumi confused as to what's going on. Yumi and Jeremy have been publicly called out and now are under heavy scrutiny by their friends and others. My thing is, none of y'all are together. I understand everyone has a little crush on each other, but you can't get mad at a person for kissing someone else when you guys were never together.
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
Odd being upset at Jeremy, I'll excuse because he excitedly told him that morning he was going on a date with Heidi just to see one of his homeboys slide in and kiss his potential future girlfriend. Odd is rightfully heated and justified to be upset. Now, for the rest of them, it's not like you guys are exclusive. If Yumi was with Matthias, that's her business and prerogative. It's not like Auric or William is entitled to Yumi. Yes, they're hurt that the girl of their dreams is with someone who isn't them, but what bothered me is how they tried to shame and make Yumi feel bad about it. While the two accused are trying to understand how they got into this situation, we're in the bathroom with Yumi? Wasn't she just with Jeremy? If it wasn't obvious, Xana has been shapeshifting using a polymorphic clone to trick the Lyoko warriors and cause conflict within the group. What's frying me is that Xana, the super intelligent, dangerous, sadistic AI, decided, you know what? Instead of doing the weekly slaughtering of children, I'm gonna mess with their insignificant love lives and be the pettiest computer virus they have ever seen.
And not from period.
And Xana's plan so far is succeeding. Xana understands one thing about teenagers. They're emotional. They care about who likes them, who they like, and who they can trust. So what better way to tear the group apart than making everybody think their crush is out here cheating or sneaking around? And this has me thinking that Xana kept a very close eye watching all of them. Because Xana knows exactly who to impersonate, who to kiss, and whose feelings that'll hurt the most. I don't care what no one says, Xana was just playing out his personal ship fantasies. And more ships were sailing as Xana, now transformed as Auric, marches right up to Sissy and kisses her with Jeremy and Yumi watching from afar. And the nerves Xana has to make eye contact with Yumi before dipping off.
Hey, Yumi, everything okay?
This is a problem. I don't like that.
Xana is so messy. Every time it pecks someone, it makes sure to stare at you before leaving. Xana is a first-class instigator. By the time it's history class, the accusations have officially reached their boiling point.
Why did you kiss Heidi?
I did not kiss Heidi.
You're a compulsional, compassionate liar. Like your line is so compassionate with yourself that you believed it.
I saw you. It wasn't a very nice thing to do to Odd.
And what about you? Kissing Sissy to get back at Yumi?
So say what now?
You call that nice?
What?
Lies, lies, and more lies, and lies on top of lies.
I saw you.
And now we have two boys mad over crimes neither of them committed. Meanwhile, Xana isn't fulfilled with ruining teenagers' relationships. Nah, he messes with Jim by using the school nurse Yolanda as a distraction. Mind you, Miss Yolanda is a happily engaged woman.
Oh my God, wait. Oh my God.
And what makes this even funnier, Xana could have transformed into literally anybody else to distract Jim. A random student, a teacher, the principal, but no. This petty little virus purposely chooses the engaged nurse. Xana, you're starting to lose the plot. After class, Jeremy waits over to Aelita to plead his innocence, only to see Aelita kiss Nicholas. Yeah. You kiss Heidi, I found another geeky blonde. Bye. Xana at this point is legit trolling these kids. It feels like Xana had a plan in the beginning, but now it's just doing this to entertain itself. Sometime later, the real Aelita comes to find and talk to Jeremy, who is fuming.
Let's talk about you and Nicholas. Huh? I sure hope he's better at kissing than he is at math. I don't believe this! First you kiss the biggest loser in the whole school, and then you lie about it?
But Jeremy, trust me.
No.
What?
No.
Incredible! You make a fool of me in public.
Girl, bye, get out.
Then you lie to me, and now you expect me to trust you? How could you do that? You really let me down. You have no idea how much either.
That last part wasn't needed. That last part wasn't needed.
Listen, I understand. I get it. Hormones and teenage emotions make a dangerous cocktail, but Aelita is allowed to make her own choices. Now, obviously, we as the audience know she didn't actually kiss Nicholas, but even if she had, wouldn't your first reaction be to ask, why? Or better yet, wouldn't it seem a little suspicious that your entire friend group and only your group is getting accused of kissing people they would never dare try? Aelita runs off, tears streaming down her face from the barrage of insults that was thrown in her direction. What makes me scratch my head, when Heidi accused Jeremy of kissing her, Aelita didn't embarrass him, she didn't yell, she didn't call him names, she didn't make a scene. All Aelita did was give him the cold shoulder and walk away to process her feelings. Jeremy, on the other hand, the second he sees Aelita kiss Nicholas, he unloads on her. Now he's back in his room pouting and feeling sorry for himself when he gets alerted that Xana has activated a tower, and that's when the gears finally start turning. Jeremy calls the gang and they all meet up in the forest, and Jeremy explains that this whole kissing epidemic isn't random. It's a polymorphic specter, one of Xana's shape-shifting clones running around impersonating everybody. The mission, divide and conquer, and you know what? I gotta give Xana credit where it's due. This plan is diabolical. Instead of doing the weekly life or death shenanigans, Xana attacks the one thing teenagers are notoriously bad at handling: jealousy. Having Auric kiss Sissy? That's evil because it weaponizes the already messy love triangle between Auric, Yumi, and Sissy. And honestly, I low-key feel bad for Sissy. She's a lot of things, don't get me wrong, and has ignored the word no more times than I can count. But one thing you can't deny is that her feelings for Auric are genuine. So when Auric suddenly kisses her, she's probably thinking, wait, does he actually like me now? Meanwhile, it was just Xana out here catfishing people.
I guess Odd was right. Jealousy makes people crazy.
Now that they finally understand what's happening, there's only one problem. They still need Aelita since she's the only one that can deactivate the tower, and Jeremy admits he fumbled the bag by scaring her away. Meanwhile, Aelita is crying alone in this house when Jeremy arrives. Girl, I'm sorry. I got jealous. My emotions started doing backflips and I completely forgot. You have never given me a reason not to trust you. Turns out Xana has been outside playing Cupid this whole time. And before Aelita can even fully process everything, Jeremy leans in for a kiss.
Just, be nice. I'm finding it.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Pump the brakes. Jeremy, not even 10 minutes ago, you were accusing this girl of all kinds of foolishness, calling her all types of trifling insults. Both run out the house hand in hand, happy that all this turmoil has been nothing more than Xana's schemes, but the moment they step outside...
Aelita! Jeremy!
I'd be mad as hell if I was Aelita, because you telling me baby girl's first kiss was with Xana trying to catfish her?
I am sick. I am sick, and when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
Nah, we finna jump this AI. While both Jeremys try to convince which one is real, Aelita side-eyes the Jeremy that kissed her, concluding that Jeremy would never do this.
I'm the real Jeremy. You know I am. I kissed you. That's right. The real Jeremy would not have kissed me like that.
Period! Aelita knows her man. First of all, Jeremy is way too awkward to randomly pull a kiss out of nowhere. 2, this boy blushes if Aelita smiles at him for longer than 3 seconds. You expect me to believe he suddenly became Mr. Smooth Criminal overnight? And lastly, he wouldn't ask her permission first. Xana, knowing the jig is up, snatches Aelita by the wrist.
Keep your hands off her! Keep your hands off her!
If there's one universal rule for the Lyoko warriors, when it comes to the safety of Aelita, they'll gladly catch a case for her. There's a reason why Odd's nickname for Aelita is Princess. Her friends are her elite guard. What makes this even more hilarious, Odd launched himself at Xana. He has some airtime, feet to chest, dropped him to the ground. Odd volunteers as tribute to stay back and distract the clone. The rest of the group go to the factory and heads off to Lyoko. I love the virtualization scene every time. They all look majestic with their hair flying.
Here comes the hurricane, bitch. Wow.
It truly amazes me every time how they transition from 2D to 3D animation. Once they drop to Lyoko, the tower is protected by Xana's monsters, a swarm of hornets and tarantulas, which Yumi and Auric fight off while Aelita heads off to the tower. Back with Odd, he's getting the Wombo Combo special by the polymorphic Spectre.
If you're gonna keep changing appearances like that, do me a favor and turn into a wimp next time.
Now Xana, you didn't have to roast Odd like that. Back on Lyoko, Aelita, taking 100 years to get to the tower, gets intercepted by this tentacle monster called the Scyphozoa, and before anyone asks, it is based on the real-life jellyfish. But unlike the other monsters, the Scyphozoa isn't built for combat. The purpose of the Scyphozoa throughout season 2 is to capture Aelita and steal her memories. However, it takes freaking forever, as it takes a lot of time, which means while doing its creepy little brain download, it's also defenseless. While this is happening, Auric and Yumi trade opponents, with Yumi getting the home advantage and taking out all the hornets. I'm not gonna lie, that was clean. Unfortunately, she flies back to help Auric and immediately gets blasted point blank. I'm convinced Yumi holds the all-time record for de-virtualizations in this show because every other episode she's getting sniped out the sky. Back with Odd, he's getting folded by the clone, leaving him unconscious. It heads for the factory and takes Yumi's appearance. Jeremy has no reason to question Yumi because the real Yumi was just de-virtualized a few moments ago, and before my boy can even react, the clone grabs him by the collar and starts electrocuting him. With Jeremy distracted with the clone, it's up to Auric to free Aelita from the Scyphozoa, who is still taking her memories. Like, how much memory does Aelita have? I feel like at least 5 to 10 minutes has passed. If I was Xana, I would have told that jellyfish to hurry it up. Auric tossing his katana like a boomerang, severing the Scyphozoa's tentacle, freeing Aelita. And like I mentioned earlier, this is an ongoing conflict throughout the majority of season 2, with Aelita getting her memory snatched by the Scyphozoa. So it will feel repetitive for anyone watching for the first time or rewatching it. Back on Earth, Odd regains consciousness, pulling up to the factory, helping Yumi 2v1 the clone, knocking it back. But jumping the clone wasn't enough, as it overpowers both of them. It's up to Aelita now to deactivate the tower to stop Xana's attack.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
Okay, this has been a little pet peeve of mine since I was a kid. Every time Aelita needs to deactivate a tower, big-headed girl takes her sweet time floating up and has the nerve to do a flip. Aelita, your man and friends are getting bodied and electrocuted. If you don't hurry your bobble-looking head up that tower. Aelita, after taking her precious time, gets up there and puts the code in, which in turn instantly stops Xana and the clone turning back into a specter, disappearing into the ceiling. And Jeremy, in a rare instance, doesn't use the return to the past function? Absolutely not. That means everyone remembers what happened today. Every person Xana kissed while disguised as one of the Lyoko warriors still believes it was actually them. Every witness still thinks they saw what they saw. Me personally, I would have smashed that return to the past button so fast the keyboard would have broke, because ain't no way I'm letting the entire school think I spent the day running around kissing random people. After thwarting Xana's most unhinged, out-of-pocket plan to date, the kids return back to the academy with poor Jim confessing his feelings to Miss Yolanda, who's concerned and wondering why this man is offering her a flower and saying she kissed him knowing she's engaged. Xana, you are so foul. You literally did this for funsies. Everyone in the group makes peace with each other until Aelita asks Jeremy if he could come with her for a moment.
No, go ahead. Check what?
I knew it.
It's the way all the Jolita shippers cheered and clapped. The reason Aelita did this is to simply see how Jeremy would react to being kissed by her, which directly mirrors what she said earlier, that
The real Jeremy would not have kissed me like that.
that?
And this is her way of checking if she was correct. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Xana's Kiss, a messy, messy episode. Quite possibly the strangest one in Code Lyoko. On the surface, it looks like a goofy romance episode where everybody's love lives spiral out of control, but it also demonstrates how dangerous Xana really is. No, but I seriously believe Xana just wanted to fool around and toy with his enemies, because if you watch enough Code Lyoko, you know Xana's plans usually range from I'm going to destroy these kids to
I'm going to destroy the planet.
this thing has tried to wipe out cities, unleash deadly viruses, starting a zombie outbreak and turning everyone to switching off gravity and throw their families into orbit and make them watch.
Goodbye, Ulrich.
The escalation in this show will give you whiplash. So seeing Xana randomly clock in one day and decide to fulfill its shipping fantasies and see how much it could get away with will always crack me up. And Xana's schemes only get worse and worse as the episodes go by. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the notification bell so you never miss an update. And let me know in the comments below if you want me to talk more about Code Lyoko. I'll start with the first season and so on and so forth. Bye!